Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So this is, as the header says, Reno's part 2. I'll give you a bit of a walk around to show you what more I've discovered and what other things I've done. So get the camera turned around and we'll be right back. So what do I start with first? Well, we'll start with the new plumbing, or the new heat duct. So I came across the basement down here. You can see I've removed this duct out of here, right? And we came across the basement and I put a hole in the floor here. And I've come all the way up here, new ducting to a 90 and across, and then back into that duct up there. Like I said before, there's going to be a wall in here that's going to cover this, so it wasn't a big deal to do this. So this is all going to be hidden. Now I've actually come through the floor here and put in my new plumbing. Now this is only temporarily strapped to here because there's going to be a wall that comes out 48 inches from the wall there to here, and it's going to come across, and then there's going to be another stud that's going to come up here. So this water line will get moved to this stud, and there'll be a new, I'll show you on the other side, there'll be another stud over here, and I'll be able to separate these two hot and cold lines as they go upstairs. Again, you can see this is the old plumbing I've got capped off here. The hot line is still live to the sink, and the cold line is basically shut off with a ball valve down here, and it's plugged over there. There's a different cold line that comes to the sink, but you can see where that drain was in here at one point, that big steel or cast pipe that was in here. That's all removed. This is all removed. Again, I've got this all tore apart. You can see what they did in here. They put 90s in here with these joints in here to get to the sink, and then they went behind the lath and plaster, or in the lath and plaster. They cut that out. I don't know when that would have been done. Again, you can see my plumbing lines come up, they go across, and then I've tied in up there. So I'll have all this redone and kind of moved after I get some of this stuff done. But this should be a load-bearing stud. This one right here should be a load-bearing stud, and it's pretty much load-bearing up there. This stud is supposed to be a load-bearing stud, and you can see, if I can zoom in up there, it's barely being a load-bearing stud, and it's really not doing anything down here. There's one little piece here, so I'm going to have to address this to load bear you know, I'm going to take, basically I'm going to open the wall up here. I'll show you what I'm going to do there. This, look, doing absolutely nothing. They cut that whole header out up there to put plumbing in, and the drain stack to the bathroom that went up there. You can see where I cut the old drain stack there. But this is completely, like, super loose, so that was not doing any load bearing. This is load bearing, and I don't know if any of this is even load bearing. So I'm going to build a new header, a double 2x8 header that's going to go from here all the way across, and I'll build this up here because it's going to, like I said, it's going to be 16 inches up there from the ceiling to here. It's going to be 16 inches. I'll build a new header up in here. The new header will go across. You can see how this was kind of kitty-wampus, crooked in here. This cut off here, it's doing nothing. This isn't supporting anything but itself. The stud is way back in the wall there, about in here the stud is in about here. So it's not, none of this structure is doing any load bearing. This really is doing a bit of load bearing, but again, it's not even on a floor joist. This, it was just put onto the floor. But again, this and this and this, and this are going to come out. And then on this side, what I'll do on the ceiling up there, I'll zoom in again. Up there on this side over here, I'll put some studs to hold the ceiling up, and then I can cut this area out, and then put the new stuff in, and then I can take the studs out that I put over here that'll support the second floor. And then another surprise this morning. I find electrical wire in here, basically duct taped to here and nailed on. An old door frame that was put in here on either side. I just left this here to show you. An old door frame put on either side to keep this wire from getting pinched. And after they did that, they put this board on. Okay, so this board went over top of here. Then there was drywall on here over top of this. There was drywall. There was some. It looks like they'd finished this with some plaster or something at some point and painted it. Then there was drywall over top of that, and then there was this over top of that. So there was basically 3 layers all the way around here. All the way around, there was 3 layers in here. So I spent the better part of the morning ripping all those layers out, and then I find electrical. And I think this electrical is tied over to the kitchen light, and then the switch is over here. And this is all going to come out. I'm going to redo all that, and I'll rerun new electrical. I'll see where this goes into the basement, and I'll run all new electrical for here. But that's as far as I've gotten now. Again, I can concentrate again on building my new header. So you can see on the floor there, it's going to go. The opening is going to go from there all the way to this line. So that's going to really open this thing up. What is it here? I'm going to open this up basically to this stud here, or this 2x4 here, and I'll reinforce it. But again, it's going to be built from here up, and that's going to be the width of it. So yeah, so that's that a little bit in a nutshell. But you can see the the real, I don't know, what do you want to, lack of a better term, the very poor construction, not very well thought out. I don't know when some of these changes were made, but they've got this stud is joined here. Basically, it's not supporting anything. It's trying, but it's not. So they put this in here. But again, when I build up this whole new thing up here on the ceiling up here, when I rebuild all this, it'll be way better supported than this structure is, because we've got no support here, basically very little here, very little here. We've got nothing here and over here. So basically it's being supported upstairs from here to over here. That's basically how it's being supported. So I should be fine. Nothing's sagging up there. It looks pretty good. So yeah, there we have some of that demolition part 2. So there we are, demolition part 2, and you can see how much work's involved in this. The hidden things I found in the house. I wasn't surprised, but I was surprised when I opened up this kitchen wall and found real bad stuff. So again, I'll address all that. We'll bring you back when we got the header built and stuff, and you can see what's going on. I did get the other wall pretty much all insulated now, and I'm going to vapor barrier it. And I need the wife this weekend to help me take down the microwave here, and we'll get that down, and then I can bust the rest of this out of here. But remember to like, share, and hit that subscribe button. I hope you're enjoying Reno's at the Staub's house. Talk to you later. Bye now.